Who is benefiting from this removal of Nicolas Maduro? At best, you can say, oh, I think oil companies are going to benefit. Chevron's going to benefit. Exxon is going to benefit. They now have more unfettered access to Venezuelan oil. We already had access to Venezuelan oil if we wanted it. They were willing to sell it to us whenever we wanted to buy it. They weren't keeping Venezuelan oil from us. We had access to Venezuelan oil. But now, presumably, at some point in the very long-term future, once you rebuild the very creaky, rusted infrastructure of the Venezuelan oil industry, at some point, I guess Chevron and Exxon will benefit more in the future. Do you think any of those benefits, when massive multinational oil companies with no nationalistic loyalty to the United States start maximizing their profit, do you think that benefits the working class people of Pennsylvania or Ohio or West Virginia, coal miners and factory workers in the Rust Belt? None of this is going to redound to their benefit. Or we freed the Venezuelan people, even if you actually believe that was our goal, even if you actually believe that that was something that we achieved. In what way does that redound to the benefit of the American people? And note that we didn't actually even change the regime of Venezuela. The entire regime of Venezuela is exactly the same. We just removed the leader, Nicolas Maduro, his vice president, who's just as much of a hardline, lifelong dogmatist and socialist as he is, assumed the presidency of Venezuela today. President Trump was very clear he doesn't want to install the pro-Western opposition because, as he said correctly, they don't have anywhere near the respect and support within Venezuela to run the country. So we're not dismantling the military or the police. This isn't like the debathing of Iraq. The entire governing infrastructure of Venezuela in place. We didn't liberate anybody or anything. That's obviously not the goal. That's not what we're trying to do. So what is it that we're trying to do? And who benefits? In what way do the American people benefit? We spent billions and billions and billions of dollars on this months of massive military assets deployed to the region, the CIA covert operation. Who knows what else we're going to have to do there? We're already threatening future action if the new Venezuelan leaders don't sufficiently do what we tell them to do. So it's very easy to assume and to envision a lot more. But even if nothing else happens, what has been achieved for the American people?